Once again, Dan, here we are, like the bad cockroaches that can't get flushed down the toilet. Hey?
Aren't you delightful? Yeah, well, yes. But here's the thing, right? Your camera, every week I don't know why lately, it just keeps playing up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Something's wrong with your camera.
I think there is.
Get a new one.
Yep, might
Fix
have to.
it.
Yeah.
Get it repaired.
Stop it. Get some help.
Please.
Who does that meme, Dan?
No, don't quiz me. I don't know.
It would be a famous basketball player. Do you know any basketball players?
Michael Jordan?
And what was Michael Jordan in?
Right, no. No.
Space Jam, in case you guys were wondering. But I digress.
What a crap film. We need to defend it.
It's one of the best so
Crap.
bad.
No.
It's one of the best so bad it's good movies out there, and
No,
I
it's
will
not.
not
No, it's
let
not.
you say otherwise.
You are going to let me say otherwise. It's crap. It's crap.
Oh, yeah, I've opened a can of worms with this one.
It's crap. Right, well, anyway, Tommy's back next week. No, of course.
Yes,
not.
yeah.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not. Now, Tommy, you've got amnesia now. You are going around in a circle. We're re-reviewing the same old. But why?
Well, I thought, Dan, I want to talk, just for the audience's purposes, do you mind just reminding the audience what this month's theme is?
Floppy Mike. Okay, the theme this month is Magical March.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Very obvious what it is, right? It's I develop a magic power to make him disappear. That's the general. Yeah. Till that happens, we just review films that are of a magical nature. Am I right so far?
Yeah, you're pretty on the ball.
So we're doing Harry Potter, right?
Maybe, one day.
We can dream.
Yes.
We can dream. So it's quite interesting because Harry Potter is pretty much considered. You're either considered on the Harry Potter side or the other side, and the other side is of what series?
That would be the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and I can wholeheartedly say I am on that side in spades. Like, literally, I'd just push the Harry Potter side off a cliff for all I care. Not that I have anything against Harry Potter. They're okay movies, but Lord of the Rings...
Well, don't push him off a cliff, just push him near it.
Yeah, I'll just push him near it.
You don't need to go that hard.
Okay, yeah, maybe I don't need to go that hard, but...
Harry Potter, you know?
Yeah, but that's why... But another reason why I want to talk about the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring with you, Dan, is because we spoke about it around this time last year.
We did.
And I read my review off the phone like I normally do. But this time, I want to talk about it again because the difference between last year and this year is that you have seen the film now.
I have seen the film
So we can confer, we can discuss, we can talk about what you liked about the film, what you didn't like as much. To be fair, it's more of a review for you than me today because
yes.
all the listeners know my opinion on this masterpiece of a film. So 5 stars, by the way, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But Dan, tell me, what did you make of Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring from 2001?
Now, I'm going to get it out there early. I did find, as a film, it was a lengthy one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll also get this out of the way. This is not a film I would have watched ordinarily on my own back. This is something I watched because you told me to.
Yes.
In fact, you turned up with the disc. You took over the television.
I gave you the DVD, which I've had since I was 6 years old.
Duct tape every other button on every other remote control. You made it happen, right?
Yes, yeah.
So, yes, okay. I'm going in with this with an open mind. I didn't really know what to expect. I was expecting some sort of sci-fi thing. Producer Steve said, I'm a big fan of the TV series Merlin. He said it's very, very similar in that way.
Yeah.
And there are a few things that I've taken away from this. I've just realised I'm just taking over the entire session. It's fine. It's
No.
So basically, for me, the film did have, from the get-go, a very obvious premise. It had a very obvious objective, right? You get the... Can I spoil it?
Yeah.
You get the ring from in the village to Mordor.
Yes.
That is what you need. That's what you do. That is the whole objective.
That's the plot.
That's the plot. That's the mission. So, you're going to be following them on a mission. Now, obviously, when you've got an adventure and you've got a mission like this, you expect a fun adventure. You expect things to happen along the way. This type of format of film usually is very predictable. That just tends to be how it goes. Spoiler alert, because you're going to be watching the SpongeBob movie at some point. Yeah, pretty similar. You have your end goal. You know what you want to achieve. You go out, you smash it, right?
I'm sorry, I've never ever heard anybody compare Lord of the Rings to the SpongeBob movie before, and I just had like an inner thought, and it just made me laugh.
But you've never heard it before. You're never going to hear it again.
No, I'm never
okay?
ever going to hear that again.
Now, here is where I'm obviously going with this. So you've got an adventure film. It's magical. It is mystical. Now, obviously, I've seen the trailer, so there's some things of the film I'm already expecting. You and I differ here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like seeing trailers on films before I see them.
Okay.
Because then I'm constantly watching the film, waiting for the bits that I have seen.
Yeah.
It happened. I mean,
It does help to go in blind.
Yeah, it does help to go in blind. And to be fair, because of the sheer length of the film, there was a lot that I was blind to within it.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on. A lot.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
You've seen it loads and loads of times. You'd be able to tell me what happened in what order, what second of the movie. You'd be able to the very last detail.
The minute detail.
I'm not quite there. Now, here's the thing for me on this, okay? So it's, I'll be honest, it was not my favourite watch. And again, that all goes back to the fact it was not in my genre. It was just simply wasn't my cup of tea. Now, which is interesting because I love Merlin. I love the Harry Potter series. You know, I'm really into all of those films. Although there are some huge differences between that. First of all, Merlin is a TV show, right? It's 45 minutes an episode in length. It's nice and short. You get the gist, right? Merlin will save the day at the end of every single one of them things. You understand
until
what
he
you're going
doesn't.
with this. well, yeah. But we're watching in anticipation for
Yeah,
if
yeah.
he doesn't, and it's more or less just a reflection of that world. You know, different things are happening within the world. Different possibilities are happening. You know, different kinds of witches, wizards. You know, different kinds of magic were in use. Different tricks of the trade. Different ways of hiding things from your boss. And I love that kind of thing. You know, it has that relatable attribute inside of it. That's Merlin. You've then got your Harry Potter side. This is your boarding school sort of thing. This is what intimidates the kids, but is really fun for the adults. You know, it has that split funnel of how it delivers in a film. Lord of the Rings is more universal in that respect, as in audience types.
The themes I think the themes in Lord of the Rings are a bit more universal as well.
Yeah, and again, they could have done. So you've got the beginning part of the film, so you don't change the beginning or the end of your film.
Because the beginning, like the prologue, sets up so much, doesn't it? It tells you the story of the ring to the point where it gets to the Shire.
Yeah, so essentially you're going from the bit of the history that you need to know from this day onwards. It takes you to the present day. You go to the present day, and that is where there's obviously, you know, you then have those connections to the characters that you know are in the film because they're on the cover.
Yeah.
So you meet the characters. You know, you meet Gandalf, and you have this premise here. Now, for me, I'll be honest, I wasn't entirely satisfied with the character of Gandalf in this movie because I just want to see more of him as a character. I didn't feel I got to see a lot of him.
Right.
And then when I'm finally like, yes, we're getting into the meat of it, he's dead. Like, oh,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. Yeah. But that's how I felt.
Yeah, yeah.
Watching it over the first time. Mm-hmm. Now, again, there are lengths on this film. There are bits where I felt they could have shortened sequences. They could have cut the corner or two. I understand they've got an extended cut.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fine. That's for you. Extended people love that stuff. That's fine. But for me, as a theatrical viewer, that to me was my biggest off put. We got 3/4 of the way of the film. I did get a bit bored because it's not like I don't want to know how it ends, but it's like, are they gonna get on with it, or are they just gonna carry on? You know, there was a lot going on.
Yeah,
and obviously for me, I'm not somebody that likes a violent scene. I'm not somebody that likes watching a battle scene. Mm-hmm. I'm like, right, get on with it. Yeah, come on, we've got tea time later. Yeah. It was a bit like that.
I will admit that battle fatigue exists, and that's the thing. Like, if there's too much action, then it bores you.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, I think Lord of the Rings handles that very well because there is so much more to it than big battle scenes in it. There's themes of friendship. There's themes of plodding on when there's no hope.
And those scenes are great, and they're the scenes that I enjoyed. They're the scenes I want to keep.
The scenes between
there.
Frodo and Sam, they're the key ones. They're the heart of the trilogy for me.
The second breakfast scene, that's a show stealer right there.
Merry and Pippin also very great.
Absolutely. But here's the thing, right? You get to that point into the film, you know, you're onto that adventure. The battle fatigue for me did weigh me down a bit. Mm-hmm. I'll be honest. honest with you, I think that the second film I felt handled that a lot better.
Which we will dip into
we
next.
will dip into that. I felt they did that a lot better.
Yeah.
I think the first film, I think when you're setting up plots, what you needed to do, what I thought they needed to do was have a shorter film that sets all of this up, make it your teaser film, and then maybe add that length into the next one. Maybe, maybe where they split it at 3 hours, maybe split that at 2 hours. Do you know what I mean? Just
of course.
Have that separation. So, to me, there's a lot for me to be critical about.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm used to shorter shows. I'm used to smaller. For me, I'm going into this as something I've not been interested in either the book or the full length of the films. That's just not been of my interest. For those who have that interest, mostly those who have read the books first,
yeah,
they're huge fans.
No, I totally agree. So what would you rate this film, Dan, out of 5?
I didn't see that. I didn't. Hang on.
What would you rate this film, Dan, out of 5?
Do I have to answer?
I will take it.
Okay. I'm going with 2.5. Don't hate me.
Well, I know things will get better because I know that you prefer the sequel.
Yep.
So we're going in the right direction.
Yep.
I'll let you off this one.
Yep.
But I'm pleased that you still watched it.
Yep.
For me, it's obviously a 5 out of 5.
Yep.
But I look forward to hearing about what you say about the Two Towers next week, Dan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, what a great way to start the month, eh?
Absolutely. Well, Tommy, we are going to be digging into it a little bit deeper. I'll take them off; they're filthy. But we will be getting into that a little bit better. And again, who knows what will entail? And your challenge accepted on number 3.
Yeah, look forward to it. Take care, Dan, and everyone else. Have a great week.
See you later.